All right, everyone. So this is the Ring camera installation 2024 edition. I already have a Ring camera installed, but we are upgrading to get more features. This is everything you get in the packet, which is kind of cool. Looks like the packaging has really reduced. This is what it looks like. All of this was in here, which is pretty amazing. Considering that the original one that I am replacing, and I'm just trying to get a date here, I believe this was 2017, so it's been, what, almost 6, 7 years? This is how big the box was when everything kind of was in it. So that's pretty amazing stuff, the packaging being reduced. So anyway, the doorbell also looks slightly different size. So I don't know if I'm going to need to re-drill into the wall. And if so, I'll give you the exact measurements of what everything's going to look like. So you have everything that you need. You've got your batteries, and I have charged them up already. You have your charging cable. You have your tool, your little screwdriver kit. I believe, if I'm going to open these up right now, I'm not sure what's in them. What is in here? Oh, okay. So you've got some anchors and some screws. And like I said, I'll give you the measurement of the drill bit that I will use or might have used. Okay, so some twisty ties. So just a lot of kind of electrical hardware. Okay, cool. So that's great. And then this is something that sometimes people need, and this is to basically angle, if you need to angle the doorbell. So that's great, and looks like everything is kind of pre-assembled, and I guess that's how they make it so that it's that's where the batteries go in. I guess that's how they make it so that the packaging is a lot less. So let's get started. What I'm going to have to do first is remove my old one. Just looking to see if there are any other things that I need to, a little sticker, if there's anything else that I need to look at. And probably in these little bags I'll have the little screw here that needs, it's a Torx screw, and that's what you use this little Torx screwdriver for. Okay, these are handy to have, and of course full instructions, which are great. And if you oh, okay, so B, there's that little Torx screw that you need. I guess that's going to be all in here. Because this is Wi-Fi, I don't need to have any type of hardwire, any hardwire installation. So that's cool. And so away we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the old one. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is remove this old one, and I will need this Torx screwdriver to remove this little screw. And don't lose this, you guys. And then this cover comes off, just like that. Okay. And then I have to take off these 4 screws right here. There we go. This one is loose. This one is loose. Go. Hold this. All right. So that's it. Comes right off, right? Now, the thing, I'm actually going to like remove the battery just to turn it off so I stop getting notifications. Now, the one thing I noticed that the box, maybe it came with it, I haven't found it yet, is this back plate. This back plate is super helpful because you need it to attach it to the wall. So I'm going to tell you, I don't have to install this backplate. Obviously, it's already here, but I want to tell you the actual drill bit sizes that I used to drill this in. Okay, so let me just take off this backplate so you get to see what is behind it. Okay, let me just do this. I'm also going to clean it up a bit, since putting in a new one. So this is what the back plate looks like. Okay, it's flush on one side and it's a little beveled on the other side, that side that actually goes against the wall. Okay, and I'm just going to wipe this off a little bit. So these are the 4 anchor screws, and let's take a look at the measurements of this stuff. Alright, you guys, so I'll clean this up, but this is the anchor that came with the new packaging, and it looks like it's pretty much exactly like this old anchor. Okay, and oops, and this is the new screw that came with the packaging that will screw into this anchor. Okay, this is the old screw that came in with the packaging years ago, and they look like they all fit pretty much exactly. So that means that this anchor is actually what fits in with this screw. Okay, this is smooth stucco, by the way. So this size anchor is more than enough for this type of material. So this anchor, all right, you could use this drill bit, all right, and this drill bit is a I know it's kind of an old school measurement, but it is, I'll tell you right now, and that is a 1364. So 1364, you guys. This is a 1364 that will, I'm just going to put this up like this so you see, okay, and also show it to you like this. Okay, so you see that it's slightly smaller than the anchor, which is what you need. Okay, 1364. Let's do this again. And usually what I end up doing is to, just to eyeball things, I'll look at an anchor and I'll just like, hey, does it kind of fit in there but not really? Does it look a little smaller than the point? And that's what I want. So 1364, the magic number. You can probably get a metric equivalent to it, but that's what I used. And it makes sense because this one was kind of sticking out from my tray. So 1364, just making sure, yeah. And now I'm just going to clean this up and reattach the new one. Okay, now that I cleaned this up a bit, I'm going to install the back plate. And this should be simple enough. I'm going to use my original screws. If you haven't installed anything at all before, and you haven't installed the back plate, the kit should, I would get the one with the new, brand new one. That way you can have a little pattern. There's usually a little bit of a pattern that helps you to put the back plate, measure it, make sure it's level, and that process should make it easier. The thing that I think most people kind of deal with is the size of drill bit that they need to drill into their wall. And like I said, this is smooth stucco, so sometimes you'll need a high-speed drill bit for that. I did notice that I didn't have a fourth screw when I was taking it out, and I wonder if I did that because that fourth screw was making it so it wasn't level. Because I do notice that the hole is a little off, so it might have been why I left the fourth screw out. But I think I'm going to be okay with it here. I just put this. I like these new screws. These new screws kind of enter really well, much easier. Yeah, that's what happened. It started to warp. So, and they have a little bit of a washer, so I guess that's good with moisture, for moisture. So, that's what happened. Things started to warp a little bit. So, there we go. Notice you got to make sure that these 4 holes are down here, not up here. That way you can attach the Ring doorbell to it. So now I'm going to attach the Ring doorbell to these. Okay. Alrighty, so I've got the new guy. This is the new guy. And I've got my 4 machine screws. You need machine screws to screw onto this, okay? And I'm just gonna pop them in here. Thankfully, these machine screws are just kind of your standard small screws. They're not anything special. So if you drop one or lose one, these are pretty easy to replace. So no biggie. And like what just happened right now, I just dropped one, and I just dropped 2. Okay. And so there you go. Let's look at the other side here. Easy. 2 left. There we go. And I'm just going to tighten these up a little bit. And pretty sturdy. There we go. And pretty sturdy, you guys. Pretty sturdy, you guys. There we go. And from here, you can just go ahead and scan the little QR code on the side, set it up, and away you go. It'll be easy for us because we're already We already have the Ring app and all of that, but easy breezy. Once you have that backing plate, then you're really good to go. Quick update, you guys. I actually ended up screwing that fourth screw that was on the back plate because I wanted it a little sturdier. So I put in that screw. It wasn't that off level wise, so I was happy with that, and it just feels a lot sturdier. So I'm happy with that. The machine screws fit in very nicely. Here's my new setup, and looking forward to using my new Ring Doorbell Pro.